Good morning, evening and afternoon, and welcome to part 36 of 9, episode 1,ここのつここのかここのいろ. We're continuing from an intense moment, as you can tell by the music. First I want to mention I'm doing this at a different time than I usually do, so I do apologize if you might hear something in the background or not. But yeah, fortunately my normal time, I can't do it today, so today will be this time. Anyway, last time, Kujo and Kakeru were finishing off their date at the arcade, and they were able to get Kujo's toy, plushie, whatever you want. I don't know what it is exactly, but it was in a box. They got it. And on their way back, they were able to hold hands. And what was the reason? I can't remember what the reason was where they went to his house again. Oh, right. No, this is a different day then. I think it was the next day. I think that was on Saturday, and now they're on the Sunday. At first, Kakeru wasn't sure if he should meet up with Kujo again. He felt like it was a bit too quick. Second day in a row. He wanted to have another date. And so, while he was thinking that, the doorbell rang. Thinking it might be someone like Kujo or Sora. It ended up being Kujo. It ended up being Kujo. But yeah, so Kujo arrived saying that she has cake from her work. Her grandfather packed 2 slices for both of them to have alone in their house. The mood was getting great, everything was going smoothly, and Kakeru was getting ready for a kiss. Just as it was about to happen, one of the best blocks I've seen in kissing possibilities is Sophie phasing into existence right in front of them, stopping them. I still find that pretty hilarious. Yeah. Anyway, so Sophie came, said that everything in this timeline seems to be going smoothly. Everything seems to be going great. And asking what do you mean by that, Sophie explains that in another timeline, a few days ago, I think it was, Kujo would be dead then, which is the timeline we saw in the first playthrough. Now, asking her to continue what do you mean, Sophie will explain it from here onwards. So that's where we're carrying on from. So let's get straight into it, shall we? She explains that in another branching world, we didn't end up getting together, and instead, we had a massive falling out with one another. Things got worse, as Miyako started using her powers on random people, probably focusing on students at our school, so she could read their memories. In the end, she did successfully identify the evil eyes user, but after doing so, she rushed off alone to make contact with them. Oh, interesting. It's the same line here. No, it's different. I don't know if it's voiced. No, it's not. I'm not good at kanji, so I do apologize for this. Okay. That's probably a continuation of this line. I'm not too sure. I'm sorry about that. And when she did.
というわけで、カケルがミヤコを見つけた時にはもう手遅れ。魔眼のユーザーに殺されてたってわけ。
Must be a shock to Kujo. We sit, speechless. That's all we can do. Is this some bad joke? But Sophie's story is far too detailed to just laugh off. What's more, she wouldn't have any reason to play a prank like this on us in the first place. So that means she's telling the truth? In another world, Miyako ended up the third victim.
話は以上。気をつけなさい。魔眼のユーザー、成長しているわ。
How can that really fight off the evil eye user in a sense? Because if their power is able to turn someone to stone, then when they're confronted, they'll just turn you to stone. How can you really stop it? So, unless you catch them off guard. So their powers are getting stronger.
最初は表皮だけしか石化できなかった。
Ah.
しかも一部石化ができていなかったのか、それとも解除されかかっていたのか。出来上がったのはお粗末な石像。
That is true.
けれど都は体の内部まで石化していた。魔眼のユーザーはアーティファクトの力のすべてを引き出しつつある。内部。ええ、そう。都の体は完全に石化し砕かれていた。砕かれ。
Cut it out, Sophie.
何よ、事実を話しているだけでしょ。自分の死を聞かされてショックなのはわかるけれど、知っておく必要がある。この枝でも死なないために。
I set down my fork with a clink. All the life has gone out of her eyes. She's in a daze. It's incredibly frustrating that I can't find the words to comfort her.
私の話をどう処理しようと勝手だけど、そんなに落ち込むことはないんじゃない？
Easy to say when it doesn't matter to you.
それはそうだけど、落ち込む話ばかりではないでしょ。
Yep, because if they take that as like, for instance, I took that information pretty strongly. Where she was using her powers in school, she found out the person is possibly at our school. She kept visiting a temple, and she died at the temple. And who temple owns that place? The school teacher. So that's why I'm thinking it might be another say.
都は魔眼のユーザーに負けた。でもそれは別の枝での話。魔眼のユーザーを特定できる可能性を残してね。
But I don't think Kakeru is going to take kindly to that, because that would be putting her into danger. Bird of Life returns to Miyako's eyes, but that's what Kujo wants. She wants to find the evil eye user.
そっか。石化されたってことは、私は魔眼のユーザーに会っている。そう。言ったでしょ？あなたが特定したって。うまく立ち回ることができれば、死ぬことなく魔眼のユーザーに勝てるんじゃないかしら。私の力があれば犯行を止められる。そうしてくれることを願っているわ。私が。
It feels like Sophie's just how can I word this? Using nice words or worded it in such a way just to try and control Kujo. Because obviously Sophie understands how Kujo works and how she goes about her life. So choosing the right words, she can easily manipulate Kujo. She firmly clenches her fist. Sophie smiles in satisfaction. Yep.
どうやるかは任せるわ。別の枝であなたが何をしたかは私にはわからないし。はい、やってみます。かけるも無能なりに都の力になりなさい。
Sorry for the pause. Yeah, I don't need you to tell me to help her.
結構。じゃあね、またそのうち。
What a way to ruin their little moment. With those parting words, Sophie disappears into a patch of distorted space. Different branches, parallel worlds. And in one of them, Miyako was murdered. No, I can't let this get to me. Gotta stay strong for her. So, how about that cake? Grasping at straws, I tried to lighten the mood by reminding her about the cake. She went to all that effort to bring it over, and I'm truly grateful. I'd like us to enjoy it together. Probably shaking. Her fork falls to the table with a clank. Miyako, what's wrong?
ごめんなさい。
She apologizes and reaches for the fork. But she fumbles and comes up empty-handed. Yeah, she's probably shivering and shaking. Her hands are trembling.
どうしたんだろう。ごめんなさい。
She grabs her wrist with her other hand, trying to stop it shaking. But her trembling only grows worse, and soon she's shivering all over.
物語の主人公のつもりでいた。自分は死とは遠い場所にいるって。想像力が足らなかった。どうしてそんな思い違いをしていたんだろう。そうだよね。たまたま力を得ただけ。私は特別じゃない。
Miyako. I call her name, tenderly, and take her quivering hand.
ありがとう。ごめんなさい。
You don't have to do this. I know this isn't what you want to hear, but you don't have to put your life on the line, Miyako. I think it's splendid that you want to bring peace to this town. That's the kind of drive I don't have, and that makes me want to be there supporting you in that goal. But much more than that, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to end up dead. Her shivering is calming down a bit. Although I'm trying to console her, my advice is cold and unforgiving. I even had to tell her it wasn't going to be what she wanted to hear, trying to soften the blow. But I still believe it's the best option. I want Miyako to live, and even that means others are going to keep dying. But of course, I know already.
けど、
I know what Miyako will say.
折れたくない。
She'll press on regardless of what I think.
私は炎に恐れず立ち向かったかけるくんに見合う彼女になりたい。
I'm telling you, I'm hardly special.
私にとってはそうじゃない。
See, it's just... I'm giving it all I've got to be worthy of you.
かけるくんは私にはもったいない人。あなたに近づきたいのに、私はまだまだ弱いね。
Yeah, she's saying, but still, yeah, watashi wa mada mada yoai ne. But as for myself, I'm still weak. She puts her shivering left hand atop of mine, still holding her right hand.
自分の死を予言されることがこんなに怖いなんて知らなかった。
Rather than upsetting, I think she's saying it's rather scary. It's only a story. She lets go of my hand. A forlorn sigh. But I'm sure as hell I'm not going to let her stay like that. I must up my courage. Put my arms around her. What Sophie told us about was just a possibility, another way of where things could have gone. In the here and now, we're both very much alive. We still have each other. But if you're still worried, if you're afraid you might die in all of this, I swear I will protect you. I will not let you die, Miyako. Miyako suddenly relaxes and leans into me. Is this throbbing I can feel coming from me or from her? I don't know. But I do know that Miyako is soft and warm, and that she smells sweet in my arms. I want to stay like this forever. But while at first I only feel concern for her, soon enough, my desires rear their ugly head. Realizing that selfish side of me, I chastise myself internally. I really am not the man Miyako thinks I am. I'm worried about what I might do if we stay like this much longer. Feels like you stopped shivering. I'm momentarily at a loss for words. But it only takes me a moment to read between the lines. You too, huh, Miyako? I guess we are more similar than I thought. Then I guess we'd better stay like this a little longer. Okay, as long as we feel like. Miyako's tension has all bled away, gone without a trace. She's entrusting all of herself to me. All her weight, all her existence, in the circle of my arms. She tilts her head up and our eyes meet. Her face is flushed. Her eyes are shimmering. Take a deep breath and drink in her sweet smell. My head is going blank. My heart is pounding. You're taking advantage of her. A voice in the back of my head shouts at me. And maybe I am. Still, if I can wipe away Miyako's worries, her fears, then I'm fine with stooping that low. No getting blocked this time. Drawn to each other, our passions inflamed, we gently come together in a kiss. Her lips are sweet, maybe the taste of the cake. Doesn't matter. The rush of excitement and nervousness paralyze my senses, and my heart hammers in my chest, so hard I can hear the blood pounding in my ears. With all the blood going to my head, I might just pass out. I'm so far gone, I don't even know what it feels like. And so, a moment later, she pleads as I kiss her slightly parted lips. When she does, before I realize it, I'm holding her tight in my embrace. Our first kiss was so good that it overwhelmed my senses. I'm hoping that Miyako feels the same about it. Insatiable, we kiss each other again and again. Again and again. Our lips lock tirelessly, as though all we need in the world is each other. Oh. Okay. I had a slight heart attack there, because normally when you see this type of scene and a white flash of white, then you feel like something's going to happen. So, getting ready for that. But anyway, at last we separate. Sweet sighs drift between the two of us. Miyako wraps her arms around me and clings to me even closer. Despite the excitement, I've got enough presence of mind to be freaking out on the inside. My girlfriend and I are alone together in my apartment, holding each other and sharing our first kiss. I feel like my self-control is about to fly out the window. I try desperately to hold back my eagerness, but my body has already given way to my baser instincts. My hands are bulging so obviously that I couldn't possibly disguise it. If Miyako were to just look down, she wouldn't notice it immediately. Okay. Even though I try to wrap things up, worrying about going too far, Miyako pleads for more kisses, refusing to let me go. Our tongues tangle and our saliva mixes. The ever-conservative Miyako, acting so daring, whittles away at what little reason I have left. Unconcerned with the saliva spilling onto our lips, we kiss. Miyako is so into it, it blows me away. What's gotten into her? No, that's a dumb question. She's anxious. That's why she's demanding so much of me. As things are, I'm certain Miyako wouldn't turn me down if I were to ask her. But is it okay for me to stoop so low? My rational side and my instincts go to war, leaving a hollow feeling in my chest. I'm losing control under Miyako's onslaught. Her tongue in my mouth is tender and warm. Maybe it's the cake, or maybe it's just the way she tastes, but either way, her saliva is sweet. Sweet and passionate, and liable to obliterate tattered shreds of reason I'm still clinging onto. I feel a wall give away inside me, and I push back, my tongue pressing against Miyako's before plunging into her mouth. Miyako accepts me in, wrapping her tongue around mine and sucking on it. Honestly, I'm actually pretty surprised how detailed they're going into this, but okay. I don't know if it's because I'm too into it, or if I'm just inexperienced at this, but regardless of the reason, a line of mixed saliva drips down from our touching lips. Drop hits with a splash, and that's when it happens. I give in to my instincts. And this is where we're going to be stopping, because I definitely know this is going to go. So yeah. Like, I'm thankful for getting so much information from Sophie, giving us a direction for them to go, and we're getting a little bit of background ambience as well. But yeah, so I'm getting distracted now. I didn't expect to be, well actually no, I did kind of expect this type of dialogue-ish from last episode before they were kindly interrupted. Or I should say rudely, but yeah, either way. So I kind of expect this to come up, but also the amount of detail going into just kissing is a bit, yeah. And I think this has actually been quite some time since I've seen it going into this type of scene without any fan service beforehand. So I know Cafe Stella and the Reaper's Butterflies did that quite often in certain parts. But yeah, so in regards to these scenes, I have no idea how I'm gonna go about this. The only thing I can think of what I'm gonna do about this is, because I know some people like these sorts of things. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is look around, take some inspiration from content creators, see what they do. Because I don't want to just cut the content, you know, obviously. Because sometimes I've noticed that some of these tend to have little information dipped in parts of it. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it and I'll see what I'm going to do about it. But for now, it's going to be cut and perhaps pasted somewhere else. But for now, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I think that will be it for now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what your thoughts on regards to this as well. I'd love to know. And I'll see you all after this.